Photographing an old city in an oriental park, karst mountains, trees in water and an old city wall, we're going head to head in a drone and phone snap scrap. Well, welcome to the fourth in our series of our photography adventures. Me with my drone and phone, and Nick here with all the professional stuff. About to get on this train, Nick.
Exciting.
Go off
exciting.
to Zhaoqing. It's part of the Greater Bay Area. And we've got a couple of really good episodes to do.
Looking forward to it.
First time in Chinese mainland?
First time Chinese mainland. Can't wait.
Let's get going. The cameras on drones and smartphones have rapidly improved over the last 10 years, but are they good enough to compete with a professional DSLR? In this series we're putting them to the test in a slew of challenges around the Greater Bay Area. Nick is in Asia for the first time and has just 5 days to capture as many great pictures as he can. In this episode we take a 90-minute train journey from Hong Kong to Zhaoqing. From the station we head straight into town. So Nick, we're in the old city of Zhaoqing right now, the old walled city. Really beautiful, as you can see, lots of life and things going on here. You're going to have about 1 hour to get that winning shot.
We'll give it an hour. I feel like I've stepped back in time 100 years.
The ancient Song Dynasty walled city is brimming with great pictures. Nick and I split up in the myriad of small alleyways to wander and freely snap. I have a go at getting the drone up along the wall, while Nick gets friendly with the locals.
Thank you.
I think I might have a winning shot of some umbrellas, but later see Nick snapping at the same location. It's time to get my thinking cap on. So I've just spotted a lady over here with a fantastic hat. So if I can get silhouetted against the sky, I'm going to make a great picture from. Let's see how we go. 1 hour up, and it's time for a quick bite and off to our next destination. So Nick, this is one of the most beautiful places, the 7-star crag, one of the best places in Zhaoqing to go and photograph. You're going to get everything you dreamed of in a Chinese picture. You're going to have
Tree in a lake,
karst mountains, beautiful lakes, some absolutely pristine paths and things to look at. So very different from what we did this morning.
beautiful.
But equally challenging and exciting.
It's got a lovely feel. Can't wait.
The park is quite expansive and needs a good few hours to explore fully. We spent the afternoon discovering the water forest, a chain bridge and numerous fish ponds before climbing one of the peaks. Once at the peak, we waited for sunset and a chance for that classic Chinese landscape. It's been a great day, eh, Nick? This is one of my favourite places to shoot in the Greater Bay Area, and we have lucky. There's not many days it's been as clear and beautiful as this. Plus a really good morning out in the old city.
Beautiful city, stunning, some really lovely shots. Looking forward to editing those. Perched on a rock up here, we had trees in water, everything I wanted.
Okay, back to the edit room.
Let's get going.
See what we've got. It's gone midnight, come on. Well, back to the edit room. We have had an amazing day in Zhaoqing. Started with a train journey, and this is my first shot. Here's a picture from the train. Doesn't really count, but I wanted to put it in. We first started in the old city, and I've got to say, I know we both have this image, but I think this is just beautiful. It's lovely colours, these umbrellas, and nice light, nice shadows and stuff. And when I took that, I thought, that is a winning shot. I've got to try and make sure Nick doesn't see it, but unfortunately he did find it.
Oh, I'd already seen it, yeah.
And then some just people shots. We're in the old city of Zhaoqing, a walled city, lots to go and have a look at, lots of nice people around, lots of friendliness, and then the markets around the old city. We can go in and get these kind of images of people there. Again, the wide angle lens on the mobile phone works really well. Some pictures of people driving through the old city. And then this picture
That's lovely. That's my favourite.
Collecting cardboard. But I actually really like this picture. I love the fact that this guy's just staring me right down. I did try and change the angle and get the banyan tree behind him with the cards flying around. But I just love the look that he's giving me right here in this picture. And this again was just a grab shot as we were walking back to the car. This was someone coming back from work on a building site. with a building helmet on with a little local adaptation for the sun, which I really like. If I was going to choose one, I think it would actually probably be, and go back again, is the umbrellas. I just love these.
Yeah, they are lovely.
Colour.
Yeah.
Right, Nick, what did you end up with?
Well, no umbrellas. Okay, so I started off very near the umbrellas, and I just thought this was a very peaceful, serene picture. I have to say, it was the most beautiful spot to take, not here, but the whole
Place
town.
in Zhaoqing,
It was
yeah.
absolutely stunning, and I'd recommend anybody to visit there if you want to take photos.
It's just an hour and a half on a fast train out of Hong Kong now, from
Really
downtown.
fast
And as a photographer, the people could not be more friendly, and some amazing places to go and photograph.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm going to spin on because that's certainly not my favourite. I love this idea. I didn't know about this, the sort of community washing up. I thought it was maybe a school or something, but no, this is just the ladies get together and do the washing up, and just looking straight down onto them. It's a very vibrant, colourful picture with lots of action in there. This chap was looking out of the window. There are a couple of things I like about it. On the left-hand side of the picture, I love the flaking paint and the detail in that. I also just love the fact that he's very inquisitive about what this chap from London is doing with a camera looking in his window, which is a perfectly sensible thought. This is a chap who's fast asleep in his workshop. I've actually felt not dissimilar to that most of the week. It's been tough work. We've been walking about 30,000 steps a day, and there he is waking up. I love the simplicity of this shot. There's another one, I don't know if I've included it. Yes, I have. The 3 doors, just with the brooms and the coloured doors. And again, the flaking paint. It's simple, but it's quite graphic. This chap was very kind. He invited me into his house, and I love that kitchen. And there he is, working away, stirring with his chopsticks. I think that's me done.
Okay, and then in the afternoon, we went on to the 7-star crag. How did you get on? We had a really nice day.
Yeah, I wanted trees in mortar, and I got trees in mortar, and I actually found them really difficult to photograph. I have a 14 to 24 millimeter lens. That's probably at 14 millimeters. I did also use the fisheye later, so you can see the curvature of the trees on the left-hand side. There's a nice sort of starburst of the sun there. Similar idea here, but as I said, I found them really difficult to photograph, to get something that is really original and appealing. This one was perhaps more unusual. A backdrop of the sun as it's setting through. We got some autumnal colours in there, the browns and the oranges and the yellows reflected in the water. And again, the fact that the trunk's growing out of the water is just so unusual for me coming from where I do. A reflection of the same picture just now, and there's more trees and water. We did get up, thanks to your suggestion, up to the actual peak, didn't we?
Yeah.
And went a bit off-piste.
The Chinese Cast Mountain is really quite a classic.
And that's a panorama of 3 shots. Exactly as we said before, on the phone, that's pretty simple to do. Press panorama and run round. This took a bit of time to do in Photoshop. I loved this at the top. Oh, and then we came back down, and the lights were on some of these amazing views of the man-made structures with the mountain behind.
With the Cast Mountain lit at night. Yeah, that's me
really done.
Nice. 50 pictures on.
It was 49.
49, sorry. Okay, well, with the phone, again, I think we're really starting to see some of the big advantages of the DSLR, really sharp, beautiful colours that you're getting. With this, a nice people shot of just these workers as they turn the corner, which I quite liked. Again, trees in the water. I think I did a slightly better job than you on this one with the wide-angle lens. This I absolutely love. This woman striding across the iron bridge that they have in the park. That worked really well for me. And the fish just sort of popping up to give me a quick wink. Now with the drone, I do have a little bit of advantage of being able to put it where I want.
A little bit.
And so I was able to move the drone around the Cast Mountains and try and get different angles. So we have different angles, but also some quite similar pictures. I don't have the panorama. I didn't do that up there. But this is, again, quite similar. And then at night time, well, I was surprised how well the phone did at night, particularly with this one. When you're holding it, you don't have a moving subject, as we did in the first episode on the trams. It copes quite well. And it's never going to be as good as a large sensor DSLR, but I was very pleased with this one. As I was with this, a little bit of movement in this. We got this guy eating his lunch. But if I come back here, my pick previously had been this one. because you can really sort of get a sense of what this is like. This is what the city is like. These beautiful karst mountains and the city sort of surrounding it, and you can see the river in the distance. Only can be done with a drone. But we want to know what you think, so please drop us your comments down below. Who has got the best picture? Nick with all the gear here, or me with my phone and my drone, my secret weapon, the drone. Next week we're going to go into our last episode from the Chinese mainland. From this whole series, in fact. We're staying in Zhaoqing, but we're going to go out to the country and do something a little bit different. For now, my name's DJ Clark.
My name's Nick Moore.
And this is Drone and Phone. So, Nick, you seem to be recreating the image from what we actually saw.
That's so not true. That is so not true. I'm exploring possibilities.